watching another episode of Kicking Back with Lauren Black. And it's our first episode of 2021, so I'm really, really excited. Today, we are going to be talking about acting, and I have two amazing actors with me. And we have Brian.
Brian.
And we have Jesse.
Hi. How's it going?
All right, guys, so thank you guys so much for joining me. So, I want to know, since it's like 2021 now, like, how was your New Year's? And what did you do, you guys? So, Jesse, first of all, Jesse, first time meeting you, so why don't you tell everybody who you are and a little bit about you?
Sure, thanks. I'm Jesse Walsh, and I come from originally New Jersey, and then I moved to Denver when I was 10 years old, and that made me, I met my fiance in Denver recently, about 2 years ago.
Married?
Not married yet due to COVID. You know, I popped the question and then COVID happened, so.
Wow.
So we were like gonna do it on the road in Vegas or something like that.
Oh, that's cool.
We moved out here from Denver to Grass Valley, California, to get better jobs and be closer to things like acting, and she's a writer, so we can kind of use our creative tools more. And
how long have you been acting?
I guess I had my first real gig in 2008, so 12 years.
How old are you?
13 years. I'm 36.
Oh, okay. Nice. Wow,
Crazy.
that's cool. So your acting career started in Ohio or?
Colorado.
Colorado,
Yeah,
and
Denver,
then
Colorado.
you went to.
And then I came here.
Oh, so Denver, Colorado.
I'm revamping it
Yeah.
at a 36-year-old. So I'm trying to get out here, get some exposure, get my face on film,
Yeah.
start making a reel again, get a more updated headshot.
Was it good when you were in Denver?
It was all right, but it was just never really the spot. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, because I feel like when I think of acting, I don't think of Denver.
Yeah, you don't think of Denver. And I started it. I was doing craft service and shit like that for commercials or Denver had a very small studio that they ripped up and built apartments at.
Yeah.
So it's all gone. Everything's just graphic design or whatever they have in Denver anymore.
And then did you stop doing acting?
I start more focusing on stand-up comedy and just doing that more.
Oh, so you stand-up comedy too?
I've done some stand-up. It's not that cool.
I felt like I sensed a little bit of comedian in you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I sense it. So you did stand-up comedy for a while, okay?
Yeah, I did that for a little while. Wrote a musical about Jesus. Done to the music of Michael Jackson. Tried to get that going, but I was just in Denver.
Brian's really funny too.
Yeah.
Brian, I want to know about you too, how the acting's been with you, and I know you're an actor, and I want you to introduce yourself too, and let everybody know what's up with Brian. Brian's funny.
Already.
He is. He's already funny. You'll see.
So guys, I was born in Seoul, South Korea, and I came to US when I was 7, and I stayed in LA, and then when I turned 21, I moved to Davis, and that's when I started doing film stuff. So I was doing student films at UC Davis, and then I stayed in Davis, and I'm doing acting stuff in the Bay Area. So total, including student film, I've been doing it for 3 years.
3 years, nice.
So but the Bay Area, after school, that's when 2 years. I've just been doing student films, feature film, and whatever.
How old are you?
25.
Oh, okay. So you started when 23, 22.
21 area range.
My math sucks.
It's alright. So don't worry.
Okay, nice. So
I'm
wait.
not gonna bite you.
So when did you come back from Korea? Wait. When did you leave Korea?
When I was 7.
Oh, when you were 7. Oh, do you still know the language?
Of course I do.
Oh.
I'm fluent at it.
Oh, nice.
안녕하세요. 제 이름은 Brian입니다. I just say it. Hello, my name's Brian.
Okay, so then you went to USC Davis, and so how has acting been with you so far in the 3 years?
It's good. I actually like it, but of course there are a lot of rejections. Okay, I get more rejection or no response than.
That's definitely the part of the industry that I want to talk about too, for sure. A lot of no's, and especially when you're coming up in the beginning. And so I just want to know more of your experiences. that you want to share?
Well, my first film was a comedy film, and a lot of people liked it. And
What was it called?
it was called Oceans 2.
Oceans 2?
Yeah.
Nice.
And then it's just like I'm just a clumsy thief
Yeah.
trying to battle myself. I'm just like I can't.
Are you still in school?
No, I graduated.
Oh, you graduated from film school?
No, I graduated with a major in sociology and a minor in film studies.
Oh. I really want to know, like, what got you guys into acting?
Yeah.
And that too. So, Jesse, like, really, what got you into acting? Like, how did you know that that's what you wanted to do? What led you to that career? Did you have
I mean, there
your
was
parents maybe, or like, what made you want to act?
There was just this TV tryout to see who could be the most closest to Steve Urkel when I was a kid, and I remember my mom filming me and my brother, you know, did I do that? You know, and acting like Steve Urkel as a kid.
Oh, so you just randomly came across like a casting?
Well, no, yeah, it was just like on the TV, and I asked my mom, you know, I was like, I want to do that, you know, and she filmed it, and you know, I said, and nothing ever happened or whatever. But I just always wanted to like
be on TV.
Yeah, I wanted to do that and be on television, and had that like calling, you know what I mean? So, you know, I've been taking life as it comes. It's you know, whatever. I never lost the dream, but I'm more focused now than ever, I feel. Yeah.
What got you into acting, Brian?
I was a class clown.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ever since I was elementary, all the way to high school, all the way to college. Yes, I've been a class clown, and then that's when when I was in high school. That's when theater people were like, "Damn, Brian, you should join the theater." Like join
When you were in high school?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I was broke. My parents were broke. So kind of like, and also I was already in marching band. So like, if I was in marching, so like I had to choose.
You had to choose marching or acting,
and I chose marching band.
Yeah, because you're already invested in it. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I did like, but because people thought I was funny, that's when I'm just like, hey, maybe acting may be right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I kind of put that on hold a little bit until I finished my high school and community college, and then when I went to UC Davis, that's when I'm just like, you know what, I'll try acting.
Cool.
And then, bam, I enjoy it.
That's pretty cool.
That's cool. Yeah, I have a similar thing where it's something I always wanted to do, and I always knew I wanted to be on TV, and I wanted to just film and act, and I'd always write plays when I was little, and it's something I always knew I wanted to do, and my parents didn't have the money or the resources to really take me serious. Like, I would tell my mom, like, I want to be an actor, and she'd be like, oh, okay, that's cute, but she didn't have like the resources or the money to like, you know, put me through any acting schools or the pictures or anything like that. But
I thank God my parents never got me into acting as a kid.
Really?
Yeah, that they never really pushed it.
You know, I heard
because I would never like, I look back and I'm like, I'm so grateful that I get to go at it and become like an actor this way as a 36-year-old man, and not as some kid that just thinks he's the greatest thing, God's gift to earth.
Yeah.
And I have more of like a you know, a respect for the process and the actual, you know, there's goddamn instructions for the shit, you know, for everything.
Yeah,
you can't skip the steps.
There's
no way.
Right, and I heard like child stars that do start out really young, they kind of get like fucked up at the
Oh man,
Macaulay Culkin.
Right, and then
Macaulay Culkin's not even that bad. Like, look at Judy Garland.
Miley went crazy for a minute too. Like, they're not allowed to express themselves.
Miley has been allowed to express herself pretty well, I feel.
But like, it's like she went crazy too for a minute. I feel like when you're such a young actor and you're already signed to contracts and you're already on set, it takes away from you being a child, and also puts you like, I'm pretty sure you couldn't even probably dye your hair as a kid. Just those little things as kids that you couldn't even
I mean, you know, well, I mean, you get pushed into a business, and you know, I didn't learn how a paycheck worked till I was you know, your age or whatever. You know, I don't know. You know, just these kids are they gotta understand how a bank account works and how investments work and all this other crap, and people going in and putting their hands in their pockets for this, that, and the other. You can see why the parents can rob their kids blind, or not anymore. Yeah. Because of all this protection of the child. Yeah, protect your kids, you know, for sure, but like, it's all just more people trying to get their hands in their freaking kids' pockets for their money.
Yeah, it's like, I know
like a robot. They're like
really,
a robot.
I mean, honestly, there should be a law that it's just like in Shakespeare when, you know, they wouldn't let women perform in roles
Right.
that made men. So now it's just no kids. You just got to hire an adult that looks like a kid. I'm sorry. You know, that's it. No more. No more kids
Yeah.
being filmed till you're 16.
I feel like it's definitely
Uh-huh.
definitely takes away. I feel like it would be definitely really hard to start off something so big when you're like 5'6" and don't even know.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, you know, there's a role out there for you. You want to talk about rejection and all that.
Yeah.
You know, you go out there and you're like, oh, you shouldn't want a role because you want an acting role. You know, like you should like know that, man, I'm a fucking great fit for this, and there be
Yeah.
they-
Facts.
But even if you don't get that role and you felt like you're a great fit, like just take that confidence
Yeah.
into the next one and the next one. And you know,
How do you take the rejection on when it comes to acting?
I just understand that I'm not what they're looking for. There's a clear vision of,
Right.
of what they want, and you either fit it or you don't, or you wow them to where they find a new
Yeah.
thing for you.
How
know?
do you take notes, Brian?
I just move on.
Just take it on.
And
Yeah.
I just always say to myself, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
There's different types of sets, there's different types of casting
Yeah.
lists, so just move on.
I would say what a wonderful experience.
Yeah,
I mean, you
it's
went out
so-
there. You went out there and you did it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You put yourself out there. Yeah, you got rejected, but you didn't get rejected. You know, you have a new learning experience
Yeah.
that you
Yeah.
get to grasp onto and go to the next one with the next one with.
And another
You know, you
thing
can get
that
1,000, 100 million, but you can never make
Yeah.
it big ever in your life. But you know what? You did more than the guy on the couch.
yeah.
Yes.
That's
You want to hear no than nothing at all.
exactly.
And
Exactly.
one thing is that, I mean,
That's what science is.
right.
Science are always constantly hearing no. That failed.
Yeah.
And then they're like, yes, but I wrote a thesis and now I'm the scientist.
And another thing is,
Alright.
like, they called you in for the audition for a reason. You know, they didn't. You don't get the audition. You don't book the audition because you're a bad actor. They already saw your acting. They already saw your headshot. They already saw you, and they said, you know, I like you. I think you can act. Now, can you fit the role?
Yeah.
So I feel like when we
Yeah.
get no's, it's not because we can't act. It's because we just don't fit the role. We don't fit the part. But
Or-
if we wouldn't have walked in that audition room if they didn't see something in every single one of us.
Right. And honestly, half the time, I mean, like, it depends on what you're going out for, right? If you're going out for a movie, you're going to
Yeah.
be like that certain, they want to hear a certain tone of voice or whatever they want to hear.
Yeah.
But if you're going out for a commercial, just make fucking friends with them.
Yeah.
Just be friendly with the people who are trying to give you a job. And don't talk about acting. Ever.
Right.
Talk about that you are a sports fan or you're from here. They talk about you're from Seoul, you know, and you came over here and then you went to UC Davis, and don't ever talk about acting.
So we shouldn't talk about acting with.
Your audition, never.
Right.
Never bring up you're an actor. What do you do? I like to fly fish.
Yeah.
Talk about anything
Right,
else.
like what do you do? Right, I like to act. Well, yeah, you like to act 'cause you're here.
Get them personal with you.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then like, oh, I kind of like that guy. You know, this guy looks like what we want, but that guy was funny.
Yeah.
And I'm an Eagles fan too. And I always said, damn it, I'm gonna give an Eagles fan a job every chance I get. You know, who knows how
That's
these
the
people
idea.
work? You know
because
what I
it's
mean?
like when they ask about you, like what do you do or what do you like to do, and you say act. Well, I know you like to act. You're here.
Yeah, exactly.
I've gotten a lot of negative feedback from my friends and family.
Because I'm always looking on Craigslist and shit for auditions. Like I'm
Oh, that
constantly.
is not. That is some other
Constantly
thing over
looking.
there. Like,
Well,
you
no.
have like kids and shit.
So don't have kids.
So don't. So
Come on.
yeah, that's
If
another.
you're an
thing.
actor and you're up and coming, and you're like, I want to act. Don't have kids.
Race for impact. So